Let's take a quick second to talk about sources of sulforaphane and some factors influencing its formation. We've talked a lot about broccoli sprouts, but of course, sulforaphane and other isothiocyanates can be derived from other cruciferous vegetables as well. There are many other cruciferous vegetables that contain the precursor to sulforaphane, glucoraphanin. The levels of glucoraphanin vary greatly between these different cruciferous plants, but as a general rule of thumb, broccoli sprouts top the list as a source of glucoraphanin, which is why we talk today a lot about the young sprouts of these plants. Only about 20% of glucoraphanin, however, is bioavailable and converted into sulforaphane in the body. So as you might imagine, it's important that your sulforaphane source has a lot of this precursor to begin with. It's not just glucoraphanin that matters when it comes to maximizing sulforaphane, however. The work of actually converting this precursor into sulforaphane is done by an enzyme called myrosinase. This enzyme, which is released when the plant matter is crushed or chewed, unfortunately is heat sensitive. This is where a lot of people get into trouble. Prolonged heating and boiling of cruciferous vegetables is a great way to ensure that your myrosinase is thoroughly inactivated. Even if you lack dietary sources of myrosinase, most of us have some gut bacteria that itself produces myrosinase and thus can still manage to create some sulforaphane from raw glucoraphanin. The ability to do this, however, is widely variable from person to person. In some people, it's very efficient, whereas in others, it's extremely inefficient. This is one reason why I'm not a huge fan of the alleged sulforaphane supplements on the market, which contain what is known as sulforaphane glucosinolate. In other words, they contain glucoraphanin, not sulforaphane, all the while lacking the requisite myrosinase needed to get the job done. There may be other ways to still accomplish things with supplementation.